Now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smack with that hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
7 C's, 3 G's with ease. Enjoy your time here with me, please. What it do, Google Gang? Hey, we know Malcolm-Jamal Warner lost his life recently, apparently at a swimming accident. And as usual, somebody couldn't read the room, spoke out of turn with lack of tact, and brought up Bill Cosby and his charges and allegations, and in the light of him losing his life, this is what he chose, that this paleface chose to speak on and bring up and reflect upon. And he received a lot of backlash. See what y'all think about it, man. Let me know in the comments. With no further ado, let's see what this CNN reporter, as a matter of fact, has been up to.
Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about the sad breaking news coming out of Costa Rica about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. It's been all over TMZ. They reported about it. And according to the reports, Malcolm-Jamal Warner died at age 54, and they said that it was due to drowning. He was out there in the water and don't know if he can swim or not swim, but when you're out there in a large body of water, it don't matter how good you can swim. It only takes just a little for you to go under, and then, there's a chance you might not come back up.
Y'all know, I've been there in that ocean. I had a very traumatic experience. Yeah, and I can swim well enough to survive. But in that ocean, it comes to a point where if you don't stay focused, you can panic and not realize which way is up, man. And that means you're so far deep down there that you can't tell which way is up, man. And that's a bad place to be in. Rest in peace to the brother.
Depending on how that situation goes. And unfortunately for Malcolm-Jamal Warner, he was on vacation with his family, his wife, his daughter, and I think his mother. And this got to be a sad situation. So rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner and condolences to his family. Now, we all know Malcolm-Jamal Warner is a child superstar from one of our favorite shows growing up, and that is the Bill Cosby Show. It was nobody that didn't watch the Bill Cosby Show back in the days. Everybody watched it. But this video right here is about this guy right here, Jim Sciutto. He is a CNN news reporter anchor on CNN. And unfortunately, you have people sometimes that be a little disrespectful and don't be mindful of what they say or what they put out. So Jim Sciutto decided upon himself, talking about the Malcolm-Jamal Warner and reporting about him passing away in Costa Rica. He decided he wanted to talk about how Malcolm-Jamal Warner feel about Bill Cosby. He don't say anything about condolences to his family. He don't talk about none of Malcolm-Jamal Warner accolades or nothing about Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Strictly about Malcolm-Jamal Warner and what happened with Bill Cosby. Let's get into this video and listen to this, because a lot of supporters of Malcolm-Jamal Warner and just a lot of people in general got in the comment section and they criticized him and they talked about CNN so bad. Let's check out this video. Let's go.
Malcolm-Jamal Warner, dead at the age of 54 on a drowning accident while he was vacationing with his family in Costa Rica. Joining us now, Bomani Jones, host of the Right Time with Bomani Jones podcast, and entertainment journalist Segun Odulo to share their thoughts there. And Bomani, if I could begin with you, of course it was difficult, and he spoke quite publicly about this, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, when Bill Cosby was accused, later convicted of
maybe you should read the room. What the Oh, man, you must have went off the cue card.
Multiple cases of sexual assault. He was asked about it in a 2015 interview, and he said, he's one of my mentors, and he's been very influential, played a big role in my life as a friend and mentor. Just as it's painful to hear. And
he went back 10 years to find a statement at that. That's crazy.
Any woman talk about sexual assault, whether true or not, it's just as painful to watch my friend and mentor go through this. How did he handle it in the years since he left the show, just that the larger Bill Cosby controversy and scandal?
So immediately, fans, supporters, and just people in general with a heart got in the comment section and they started letting CNN having it for even posting this video and definitely getting on Jim Sciutto. Somebody said this: the starting of this conversation is wow. What does Bill Cosby have to do with him just passing away from drowning? I 100% agree with that. Malcolm-Jamal Warner has an identity and a life of his own. Yes, he came from the Bill Cosby show, but the man has accolades and you know, like I said, he's his own man. But him drowning.
Malcolm and Eddie, y'all know I worked with Eddie Griffith, and I also got to do an audition alongside Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Neither of us actually got the part, but I can remember we was in the hallway, we chopped it up, small talk, we auditioned together. I've been in that position with David Banner, Exhibit, even Ashley up off the Fresh Prince, the original Ashley. Been in that same little position with her. That's how it be when you be on them auditions. Oh, my mama.
And why are we talking about Bill Cosby and his allegations? Crazy. Let's keep going. Someone said, I hate that the first question was asked was not about Malcolm-Jamal Warner or his family, but about Bill Cosby. What a gross question. And that's 100% right. This guy didn't even think about sending condolences to the family or even just concerned about how the daughter is doing. The mother. He want to know straight about what Malcolm think about the whole Bill Cosby situation. Malcolm, unfortunately, can't think about nothing. He has lost his life on vacation, and you want to know about what he thought about Bill Cosby and that whole situation? Crazy. Then someone else said, why is this about Bill Cosby before honoring Malcolm properly? Thank you, Brianna, for bringing the focus back where it should be. But also, Brianna is the other host that was on the show. But I want to say, we're going to get into this because I want to say, but money brought it back. Then someone else said this: why is the first thing the news talk about something negative about Cosby? The media is so disrespectful. This should be only about Brother Warner. Rest easy, brother. And someone else said, are you serious? CNN, question mark, question mark. This isn't about his response to any accusations involving Bill Cosby. How gross and pathetic of you. I agree with all these comments. I can go on and on and on because there are so many comments flooding this video over there on YouTube, and they are upset, and they have every right to be. But let's go to this last comment I'm gonna point out. And this person said, we don't care about Cosby. Talk about Malcolm and his accomplishment and achievements. That is what really is more important. Now, I want to say shout out to Bomani Jones. He is really a sports commentator, but they have him on here. Now, he did a good job because the gym guy tossed it off to him to try to give a response. And Bomani did a good job of basically reeling it back in and really just sidestepping the question. And basically he ended it basically with, look at what I'm supposed to say about this. Y'all check out this audio. Let's go.
I mean, I guess you would argue that he handled it about as well as he could, because it's not like what Bill Cosby did is something that he himself could answer for. And it's got to be super tricky, not only because Cosby was kind of a vehicle for the fame and what his life ultimately became, but also because specifically the vehicle that they were attached to was so attached to the idea of wholesomeness and that this guy is like everybody's dad. And then you find out that your dad perhaps might be a terrible person. That's a rough go for anybody. And so I noticed for all the members of that cast, for us, Bill Cosby was just kind of he's not somebody we knew in general. He's just an idea. And so for those people, you're reckoning with the person you thought you know, the person that was actually there, and the idea that happened to be a vehicle for everything that happened in your life. So it's kind of hard for me to evaluate how anybody would or would not have handled it because it's such a particular situation.
Like I say, I feel like Bomani Jones did a good job of curving that question.
Which one is Bomani? The brother at the top? Oh, yeah. Duh. I see the big arrow. Never mind. Shut up, Spider.
Starting off with Bill Cosby. I mean, you know, people be getting on Bomani Jones sometimes, but in this situation, I think he did a great job of just basically saying, look, at Malcolm-Jamal Warner can't answer no questions about nothing about Bill Cosby. Even if he was alive, Malcolm-Jamal Warner, what can he say about Bill Cosby? What happened with Bill Cosby happened with Bill Cosby. That do not reflect nothing on Malcolm-Jamal Warner. And that's it on that. Now, Malcolm-Jamal Warner should be remembered for a lot of
That's that Gordon Guttrell. Oh, wow. That's that classic. That's a classic. Oh, my mama do that.
things. But you know we got to go to the Gordon Guttrell. We got to go to this. Everybody remember this episode from the Cosby Show. Everyone. This right here was one of the most iconic episodes and the scenes on the Bill Cosby Show. They had a lot of them, but this definitely goes down in the history books. This shirt, the Gordon Guttrell shirt, whatever you know what I'm talking about.
Something like that.
It should be in some museum somewhere. For real. Like, Malcolm-Jamal Warner family should have a museum up for people to come see this shirt. Because I guarantee you, everyone would love to go see a picture of the Gordon Guttrell shirt. That's if it's not already in a museum somewhere. Then it may be, and I don't know if it is. Y'all let me know. But also, Malcolm-Jamal Warner was also a musician. He sings. He also does poetry. He had a band. So he was into some of everything. Just living his life out loud, enjoying himself, away from Hollywood, but doing his thing. Now, Malcolm-Jamal Warner also had a show called Malcolm and Eddie. And him and Eddie Griffin, who's a comedian, was really good friends. And he reacted to it. A lot of people was waiting on him because he was really close. He went to his IG page and he said this: "My heart is heavy today for what the world lost was a father, a son, a poet, a musician, an actor, a teacher, a writer, a director, a friend, a warrior that I had the pleasure of going to war with against the Hollywood machine and sometimes with each other, because that's what brothers do. But the love was and always there. You taught me so much, and I thank you. Rest well, my big little brother." That's from Eddie Griffin. Like I say, him and Malcolm-Jamal Warner had a great relationship. Their sitcom show was actually good, you know, but it just sitcoms just ain't what it used to be. You can put out a good sitcom, but the world we live in now, people are just not just tuning in to a TV. They don't need phones and everything's quick and fast. But like I said, once again, rest in peace to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Condolences to his family. Y'all get in the comments what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my video. I'm Gertie Matt.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, bringing me some mountains, thinking about the whole crowd. Kicking my feet up, it's like a ball. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh yeah.
Got the marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me hard quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the fire stick. 4K, 60 something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piece enough for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could have been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in the 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah, making me some mountains, thinking
smack, styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no tape. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. But just though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket. Can't give it up. Blam on me in the function. Wish I would put it up. Got me turned up. Thinking about the old days. Homie and I remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafia is the ECs, the real riders link up. I'm thinking it's a Friday. But it's really only Tuesday. Tequila, kicking my feet up. Turning my feet up. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday. But it's really only Tuesday. Tequila, kicking my feet up. Turning my feet up. Oh, yeah. Thinking it's a Monday. Thinking about the whole day. Kicking my feet up. It's like a ball. I'm thinking it's Friday. But it's really only Tuesday. Tequila, kicking my feet up.
Nightwood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga is Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nightwood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nightwood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!